G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, recently I was looking on Banggood, and as I've been playing around with steam engines a bit lately and built up my own steam engine, there was one on there that I really like the look of it. It's a small, very small little steam engine, and it's a beam type steam engine with a little boiler, so it's it runs on water and steam, and it's not just compressed air. And I saw another review on it, and it looked really good, and I thought, wow, I'd love to play around with one of those. So I asked Banggood if they'd send me one, and they have, of course. And yeah, I'll show you some screen grabs of it. I think it's really cool, and it's got really good reviews. Every review I've seen's been absolutely positive. So check out these screen grabs. In the box, it's wrapped up in bubble wrap, so it's well protected, and there's what look to be some instructions here as well. So I'll take it out of the bubble wrap and we'll check out the instructions as well. Okay, you get two little plastic bags. One's got the motor and the boiler unit in it, and the stand part of the stand, and the other one's got the metho burner and the wick. So you've obviously got to put it together. So I'll take the bits out and we'll have another look. And here it is out of the plastic bags. Wow, pretty neat, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's tiny. A bit of a mark on the brass there. The sheen looks good. There's a few marks down here too. It looks like it wants a bit of a polish out, you know. Yeah, that wants a little bit of a clean up. But wow, the actual mechanism looks awesome. So beautifully made. Tremendous. I mean, that is really nice, isn't it? So now it's a matter of put it together. And I don't think there's much to that. It's just a matter of put these little legs in here to stand this down into it. I think that's how it goes. I'll read the plans and we'll see what the plans say. Okay, here's the instructions. Mini beam steam model, M88. 250 grams. Copper. Made of brass. They say copper and stainless steel, but it's actually brass and stainless steel. Yeah, doesn't say anything about putting it together, but it's pretty straightforward. These little bars go into the base, and then the top just sits on it. There's only locating holes on the bottom bit here. I'll put it together. It says in the instructions that it's made of brass and stainless steel and aluminium alloy. So this would be aluminium, which has been coated. This is all brass. So that's how it goes. This has got a very fine thread on the lid, so the actual cap screws on. And that's a good safety feature, so you can't spill very easily. And there's holes in the lid that these little rods go into. There's a sealing O-ring on the top, so once you screw it on, it should all seal up and hold pressure. So these little rods only go down part way into the actual cap. And, they're fairly rigid, they're not wobbly. You get a spare wick, and now it's a matter of put some water in this, metho in this. It's got a little vent hole there, and we'll try it out. I'll put a little bit of lube in with the water too, so that it runs more smoothly, because water's not a lubricant. And I just use a little bit of air tool oil, which is hygroscopic, So it mixes in with water. So I put a little bit of air tool oil in with distilled water, and that way the little engine's going to last a lot longer and it'll run more smoothly because it's got some lubrication. You've got a blow-off valve there as well. So okay, let's gas it up and give it a go. Right, that just sits on those little feet. It's no problem. Okay, before we run this, I'd better just put some oil on a few things. The instructions do say oil things. I'll just liberally dab a bit over the place. It says oil the pistons. I mean, I'll give it a good dose of oil. Bit extra won't hurt. Better to have more than you need. Right. Okay, let's light it up and see how it goes. I've got the wick back pretty well because I don't want to have it revving too hard. Give it a go. See what happens. These are a fascinating design, aren't they? The way they've done it. With that little beam. I mean, they look glorious. Oh, she's off. She's off. Isn't that awesome? That is really nice. Building up pressure. Going like stink now. Once again, I think you can just push that wick down a little bit, reduce a bit of the flame, and it will slow down a bit. Well, that's the theory anyway. Push down a bit more. Oh, that's right down now. Pretty good the way they've done it. The machining must be pretty close fit. There's hardly any leakage. It's really good. Quiet too. So that's about 2/3 full of water, which is what they say. And I've got just a small amount of wick. And it's just purring away like nothing. Little ripper, isn't it? Geez, it's nice. Well made. Yeah. Yes, I got a tiny bit of machine oil, air tool oil in the water. That'll just keep everything lubricated. But it's well made, and I mean, it should last for a long time if you look after it. A little bit of a weave in the flywheel. Well, there you have it. This is probably the best little steam engine I've seen come out of China. It's amazing. It's not very expensive. The link is in the video description, so go and have a look at it, see what you think. But it certainly is a beautiful, smooth running little machine that runs on the smell of an oily rag. It's reasonably kid safe too, because it's got good screw lids for the metho and the steam. And it just runs on the smell of an oily rag. I mean, I think it would run on this little container of metho and water for half a day. Doesn't need a lot of flame, and it would be a great little conversation piece, I think. So all you steam buffs out there that are into model steam engines, I think this is really a unit to consider, and I'm mightily impressed. The other video reviews I've seen on it were dead right. It's a great little unit. Okay, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Cheers.